If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. Available exclusively on odds.com. Have a happy holidays. A Merry Christmas. Enjoy the next few days. A lot of sports action for us. Let's get paid in full. Get that cash. Let's move on. We move on to the Sunday nighter. We have 2 games left on this card. We'll put a bow on it. Tennessee Titans, Green Bay Packers. This is a beauty. Titans 10-4, 5-1 on the road at the Packers 11-3, 6-1 at home. Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. 26 Fahrenheit, snow showers, 9 miles per hour. Titans coming off that easy 46-25 win over the Lions. They open up as 4-point dogs. That moves to 3. The total has been sitting at 56, which feels a little high to me, but man, these Titans play high-scoring games. And if you force Rodgers to go, blow for blow, he'll throw deep and he'll hurt you. When he doesn't have to do anything, he settles in and he gets too lethargic. Titans coming off that big win, 4th win in 5 games, 5th NFL team in history with 5 straight games of at least 420 yards and 30 points. They scored a season high, and it's also their 4th game of at least 42 points. Ryan Tannehill was 21-27 for 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. He now has a career-high 31 touchdown passes. He also ran 3 times for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. Corey Davis caught 4 passes for 110 yards, 1 touchdown. Derrick Henry ran 24 times for 147 yards, 1 touchdown. 4th player in NFL history to run for at least 1,500 yards, 15 TDs in consecutive seasons. Terrell Davis, Sean Alexander, Larry Johnson, the others. Khalif Raymond has been put on reserve COVID list. Tight end George Swaim, safety Kenny Vaccaro are both listed as questionable. Packers coming off 24-16 win over the Panthers. They've won 4 straight. They were outscored 13-3 and outgained 214-49 in the second half. Rodgers was 20 for 29 for a season-low 143 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Aaron Jones ran 20 times for 145 yards. Alan Lazard led the receivers with 5 catches for 56 yards. Devontae Adams had 7 catches for 42 yards, didn't reach the end zone, ending his streak of 8 games with a touchdown reception. Only 2 players in Super Bowl era have put together streaks that long. Jerry Rice, 12 games. A.J. Green, 9 games. Rice in 87. A.J. Green in 2012. It makes me think, and I'm just going to add a couple more notes, but it makes me think that Devontae Adams might blow up in the snow here after a real bad game. Jamal Williams left with a quadriceps injury in the first half. Outside linebackers Rashawn Gary and Zadarius Smith were shaken up in the 4th quarter. They're both listed as questionable. Safety Will Redmond is in concussion protocol. David Sharp says Packers can't stop the rush. I know total is high, but I see lots of points. And Corey Davis props when there's a lockdown corner, and Green Bay has a lockdown corner. Bebsy, take it away. Game of the week, unless you're a West Coast guy and loving Rams, Seahawks, Titans, Packers. Let's go.
Yeah, I again agreeing with David Sharp here. I think this is a tough spot for both defenses. To be honest with you, the Packers obviously have a great offense behind Aaron Rodgers, and aside from a bit of a blip in the middle of the season, Rodgers has been putting forth one hell of an MVP campaign. And I don't think the Titans defense can stop him. Now, we know that the Green Bay defense can't stop the run at all. And another guy who's on a pseudo MVP because he's a running back and they never give running backs MVPs. Derrick Henry is on an absolute warpath as well. And, with he's got an outside shot at getting to 2,000 this year if he has 2 monster games, which he should have a monster game against this Packers defense. They have a really bad run defense. So this is going to be an interesting one, to be honest with you. I lean over with that number being, even at that number being so high, but also I just, I can't, if anything, I take the Titans as a dog here just because I can see this going either way. So free play, I maybe bet the Titans, but I can't bet this game. I can't bet the spread here because it really could go either way. I think that the Packers are vulnerable with sitting where they're at off of 4 wins, and just the fact that, Henry can really, really bog down this game.
What do you think of them being uncomfortable in the freezing cold?
Again, I don't think that's a huge factor here. I mean, You don't think Derrick Henry can run in the cold? I do. I think DBs are not going to want to tackle that man in the cold. I think if anything, that favors them offensively. This Titans team is it's full of big boys. AJ Brown is a big boy.
Huge.
He is not a guy you want to tackle. And they also have obviously Derrick Henry, but they're why am I drawing a blank on their tight end, who's also a Mack truck?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring on too.
But yeah, I just think this is a very vulnerable spot for Green Bay. I understand that, yeah, it's Lambeau, it's cold, but it's not, it's not January cold yet there. And yeah, I think this is a vulnerable spot. If you gave me a free play, I'd take the Titans. Probably end up just playing some props in this game, sit back and enjoy it. It is, I think, going to be a fantastic football game. That Derrick Henry rush prop, even if it's set at like 120, I think I might still jump on this.
Yeah, I was thinking that watching him this past Sunday, that my issue in NBA props I should let go of maybe when there's a player like Derrick Henry. See, I think the Packers can win this game. Obviously, the 3-point favorites. That's a dumb thing to say. I think that the -3 where it's at right now is a nice spot for the Packers, and they haven't been tested lately, and I think they want to be tested. And they also know that first seed is available.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I agree with you, but look at what San Francisco did to the Packers last year in the regular season and in the playoffs. Run first team, absolutely dominated them on the ground, kept Aaron Rodgers out of the game for a huge portion of it. I feel like Mike Vrabel has to look at that model and what he's got in his offense and attack them the same way.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying look, Tennessee's defense is nowhere near what San Francisco's was last year, but I think offensively you do that. You take on this team by just pounding the absolute shit out of the rock in this one.
I'm leaning towards the Pack here. I'm not going to move now. Anything for you, Bebs? You want the Titans right now? Because I can probably find you a 3.5. And
no, I'm not going to take it. I like I said, a free play, I would take that. I really believe it's going to go either way. I wasn't so much trying to talk up why I'm taking the Titans so much as I am trying to talk you off of backing Green Bay. I think, I mean, it's going to be a props look for me in this one, and I think it's just going to be a fantastic game, and I think some crazy talented players will be on showcase, and it's going to be fun, but I couldn't tell you the line. I don't have a strong feeling on it one way or the other.